Alrighty, YouTube. So I want to make this video on pretty much how to fix your broken horn on your foxbody Mustang. This car in particular is an '89. I think it's all the same. So first things first, I was having an issue. I bought this car, and it kept popping the 20 amp fuse right up there at the top. That's for the horn and the cigarette lighter. And I got to thinking, I was like, what could it be? It's obviously not the cigarette lighter thing. Because I have that unplugged. But it kept popping it every time I would beat the horn. I would hear the relay click once, and then it would pop the fuse. So I thought, originally it was something between the wiring, but I found this thing on Forum Corral about how to troubleshoot this, and I'm going to link it below this video. I'm down in the description on what I followed to help me fix it. So basically what I ended up doing is unhooked both horns. You don't have to take them out of the car, but you do need to remove this fender liner to get to one of them. You can disconnect one of them through this thing right here on the front of the car on the driver's side, but good luck getting the other one done. So easiest way, take the wheel off, pull the fender liner down, and give you some workspace back in here. So what ends up happening with these apparently is they go bad, or I think in my case, the contacts are just dirty. Now, I'm not going to put these back on the car. I cleaned them up, and I'm pretty sure they might work. But I'm not going to go to the hassle of bolting these things back on just to see if they work or not, and then to blow another fuse. I only got so many of those. But basically, I bought a new horn. It's a Ford horn. I bought it from Late Monteresto. They didn't sponsor me anyway. I'm just saying where I got it. I will link that below, too, to the exact horn I bought. But here it is, in case you want to try to find it somewhere cheaper. That's the part number. But one thing I wanted to mention, before I go into a little bit more detail, the most important thing you have to understand about how this works is this little scripture right here, right? Whatever the fuck you want to call it. So the foxbody is a single wire vehicle harness to power these horns. That's what it has. It has two horns, right? But they're both powered off of one single wire. It comes into the connector, and then jumps out to the other horn. But there's no ground. I guess they're just grounded through that bracket. I'm not really sure entirely, but if we get this thing to focus, on the new horn, it'll come with a ground wire that you'll basically literally put it on one of those little spades or whatever you call them, and you basically just ground it to the mounting bracket. And then clean off the part where it bolts to the car. That's pretty much what I did, and the horn started working again. I tried to connect it multiple times, different ways, and it wouldn't work. And then I finally just said, fuck it, I'm just going to bolt it on all the way and make sure everything's good, ground, power, and everything, and it works. So basically went from a fuse kept blowing every time I hit the horn to just a clicking noise to a working horn. It's not that hard, but here's that jumper wire, that 10-inch jumper wire that it talks about. And there's also, it's hard to make it out to you guys. This isn't fully bolted in, but that's the power connector. All right, it's actually a gray cord. You cannot see it. It's on the other side. But it comes in and then jumps out to this wire, and then I just grounded this to that, right, to the back of the horn, and then I cleaned off the connection point really good with some sandpaper and bolted it on, and it does work now. So just to demonstrate it real quick, and don't mind my sketchy shit, I'm doing this on just 2 jacks. The car's too low to be getting it that high. So horn works. It's kind of fucking loud, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Very easy to do if you actually read the instructions. I spent almost probably 2 hours trying to figure this thing out, so I just said, I'm gonna read the instructions all the way through, and I mean, less than 5 minutes later I had it working. So again, read the instructions. These cars have 2 horns. They have a low tone and a high tone horn. Okay, that's from what I've read. Get both, because if you're going to do this thing, you really should do it right. I thought it had one horn, or I don't remember what I was thinking when I just bought one, but I thought you could just use one, and you can just use one horn. But if you want to do it right and keep it as close to OEM as possible, you need to get a low tone and a high tone horn, and then try to make it as close to how it was set up originally as possible. That way it's done right. I'm not going to worry about it personally. I don't drive this car often, so it pretty much sits in my storage unit more than I drive it. So I'm just going to bolt this back up, be happy with it, tuck that little wire away somewhere out of harm's way, and get all this put back together and go from there. So again, not a hard little thing to do, but yeah, pretty much pause it right there. That way you can see what the hell you got to do. That's how it works. Very easy to do. But man, the horn works. But I am going to make a video on this car on some things I'm doing to it. Like I got some stuff I got to fix on it, and kind of replace and whatnot. But I'll make an in-depth video more on this car at some point. But the whole point of this video today was to show you guys how to wire up a new horn on a foxbody Mustang, as there's not a single video out there for it. So I'm going to be the first, and hopefully this will help someone that was in my situation. So if you got any questions, feel free to ask. Comments below, you know. I'll respond back to most of them when I can. But you know, yeah guys, that's pretty much it. So again, thank you for watching. Hope this helps you. Peace.